like that red one. Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, hi, and howdy. It's your guy, Sane SYK, back on day 4 of Japan. Bit of an unusual start to this one, considering that there's no proper intro. You don't get to watch me eat a 7-Eleven sandwich. Oh no! That's okay, though. You see, we had to rush a little more with this because we had all decided to sleep in a little bit and be a little lazier than usual. And by the time that I would have filmed, it was getting a little late into the day. Not that it was actually late, just, you know, later than 9 a.m. So we had to leave pretty swiftly. Anyway, today's destination was Akihabara. Honestly, I have much to say about this place in some of the later clips, so I'll spare you the gush for now. Just know that, with no question at all, this was the greatest day, for me at least. But this was such a banger.
Hey everyone, it's your guy, Sane SYK here. Bit of a more abrupt start. As you can see, we're not starting in the little place this time. Yes, that's because I may or may not have slept in a little bit. And then, we may or may not have rushed out. But alas, as we wait for somebody to use the bathroom, here we are in Akihabara. Akihabara. Yeah, there you go. I think I said it right the first time, actually. We're here because this is a big anime place. We're gonna get some cool stuff here, no doubt, and also some cool content. But hopefully, before any of that, we get some cool lunch because I'm a bit hungry. Honestly, if I could wish into existence a chocolate with flake, I would.
Now, much to the despair of absolutely everybody, it would be quite a while before we would actually track down another chocolate with flake, or any food at all. However, to my greatest joy and utmost pleasure, the first shiny store that caught my eye turned out to be a treasure trove. And honestly, I would quickly come to learn that this was not a dime-a-dozen store. Matter of fact, this store was much like that one scene in Toy Story where Buzz Lightyear is all over the wall, because every single store in Akihabara was a banger. There was not a single building that honestly wasn't worth entering. The issue was simply not having infinite sunlight and time in a day, and especially infinite money. Anyway, as we perused and shopped, well, the more I did that, but I had come to realize, oh man, this was a money sinkhole for somebody like me. I mean, I think I dropped over $100 in the first building alone. Do I regret it? Not even a little bit. Actually, looking back, I should have spent more money. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't expect it to, like, bang this hard, so I only brought 67,000 yen with me, which is a lot of money, by the way, but not nearly enough for the greatest place ever.
We are having a generational day so far. I mean, honestly, today I brought more money on me than I have at any point, and it is still not enough. The amount of things that I've seen, just that I'm like, oh my god, I need to buy this immediately, is crazy. It's like we have been spending an innumerous amount. Anyway, we're currently sat down looking for some lunch. We hit up some banger stores. We hit up one that had like a ton of floors, and it had like figures on a ton of them. And one thing you're gonna learn from some of my merchandise is my main weakness is 3 things: Madoka Magica, Fumo plushes, and Nendroids. And damn did we buy some Nendroids. We did also go to a bookstore. Unfortunately, they didn't let us record in the bookstore, so I wasn't able to take like a video of any of that, but it was so awesome. But I bought a lot of Madoka Magica mangas, just because like having the Japanese editions with the 2026 like thing on it, I can't pass that up, man. If you're gonna give me that chance for free, right? We also visited a retro game store where I really, really wanted to find a copy of the Battle Pentagram for Madoka Magica. That would be awesome. I'm gonna keep trying to look and see if I can find a copy for the Battle Pentagram, because they said they had it, but they were sold out, which is like, yo, who the hell's buying that other than me? One other thing they did have that was of note was the Lane video game. That was pretty sweet. It was like a gazillion dollars, and you know, I'm not that much of a Lane fan, but it was cool that it was there because, you know, I know that one. Yeah, it's like seeing something you know, but suddenly it's everywhere. So awesome. Like walking into most of these stores is honestly like, it's almost like overstimulating. Like you walk in and you like have to pace yourself. You have to start at the start and push your way forward, because if you just like walk around and about, you're just gonna get distracted by every little shiny thing. It is beautiful. Anyway, let's get some lunch in our tummies. Let's continue with this baller day. The only thing I hope is that I can just have enough money for it. Like, I have more money at the place. I just didn't know that I should have brought so much on my person. We are currently in a restaurant that's run by kitty robots. I've never seen something like this in my life. All of the food here costs like about 2 bubble wands and a handshake. It is genuinely insane. On our way here, I had to endure what I can only describe as the 7 circles of hell, even though there's only 9. Because I had to go past a store with Madoka and Homura on it, 2 figures that I wanted, the Fumo store, and a place that was literally just called the Mega Nikkei store. So I want to get back to those. Also, there was one other place that sold games, and I really want to see if I can get a copy of Madoka Magica, the Battle Pentagram, for the PS Vita. That would be freaking awesome if I could do that. Will they have it? Not really sure, but they might. Anyway, onward with the food, and hopefully to each of those places after.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I was absolutely having the time of my life here. I mean, the expression kid in a candy store doesn't even begin to describe it, because I was an adult in an anime figure store. But anyway, I was euphoric. True bliss had never been felt by me until this very instance, in this heavenly domain, known humbly as Akihabara. Now, a little fun fact about me, I usually don't buy a lot of things on my vacations, so this was like 3 trillion times the amount of stuff I've ever bought in any vacation I've ever been on, ever. Because usually the amount of things I buy on a vacation is like 1 thing, if that. I've gone on trips where I buy no things. I don't know, I'm just not a very materialistic person. But due to my newfound obsessions, I let the credit card slip just a little. Now, despite all of the whimsy and joy I was having, the rest of the party was not enjoying it. Not even a little bit, matter of fact. HMR was especially not having this, not enjoying the atmosphere or the fact that her feet really, really hurt. So, we did end up leaving a bit earlier after all of the whining and bugging and groaning from not just HMR, everybody, except for me. But, yeah, it was still heavenly. Honestly, every single time I would walk into another store, I honestly don't think there was a store I walked into where I didn't buy something, to tell you the truth. Like, I mean that. I seriously mean that.
So as you can see, I may have bought a couple things. Maybe one or two at most. That was easily my favorite day in Japan yet. I mean, every single day is just getting better and better and better, and today was no exception. This is yet again another peak. Every single day when I wake up, I kind of wonder, how can we top yesterday? And somehow, every time without a chance, we do. It just gets better. Every place we went to was absolutely insane. Every place that we passed by, I wanted to go in. Everything had multiple floors. It was amazing. And I just gotta say, damn, I should have brought more money, and we should have woke up a bit earlier.
One thing that I forgot to mention that I don't have any footage for, as you'll understand quickly in a moment, is one of the hardest things you can do when going to Japan is be a person attracted to women. Now, you're going to have to genuinely hear me out on this, because I know that that is a bit of a crazy statement out of the gate, but I mean this, man. So enjoy the little Exedra gameplay dub pause break here, but when we were walking around in this place, they just had, like, people, girls, standing on the street, marketing these, like, maid cafe, cosplay cafe, whatever. But it wasn't just, like, one or two. It was literally every single street for every 3 steps. I'm not even lying. They would have them, like, every, like, 5 steps along the same street. And I know they weren't all for the same building, so you have to imagine, like, how many cafes are in this one area? Because every single place we went, every last one, every street had some girl with a flyer on it, or some girl with a camera on it, or some, right? And so you would look around, and you're just seeing, like, it's basically like a fashion walk at this point, right? Because the range was wide. You had people that looked like Madoka, people that looked like Ryoko Matoi, and then you had people who looked as casual as Ioto. You know, you had all stretches. There was one girl who was literally just wearing, like, a basketball getup, and, like, sweatband on her, like, head and everything, you know, and like the little wrist things. But, like, this is what I mean. It was like, I was just looking around, and it was definitely a very distracting experience, because, you know, it's not exactly like I walk around and there's just, like, rows and rows of girls my age, all just, like, trying to market something to me. Now, did we go to these? No. Did I take any videos or pictures of them? No, because I'm not a creep. But I did want to point this out, because I thought that that was just, like, definitely noteworthy. But yeah, obviously I don't have any footage of this. I'm not just gonna record people like that. Especially when I'm talking about it in this, like, context. I don't want to seem like it was, like, lust-driven or anything, because it certainly wasn't. Like, me and my mom even ended up developing, like, this game that we started playing, where anytime we would see, like, somebody with, like, a really interesting or, like, a different outfit, right, we would just, like, be like, oh, hey, 3 o'clock, and then we would, like, both turn and then, like, look over and, like, admire the fit, because they have some crazy different style here. Like, I'm not even lying. You walk outside, you will actually find somebody who is dressed like Homura, but, like, unironically, right? And in every sense, you know, you got girls that wear, like, the school outfits just purely for the drip. You have men who actually look like they are from JoJo's. Like that, and that was just normal, I think, anyway. I think it was normal. They had to be normal, because it happened so much. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that quickly.
Another day, and yet another sandwich. This time we have the egg, pork ham, and mayonnaise. Honestly, we've eaten so many of these 7-Eleven sandwiches. All I can really be thankful for is that they're actually good. Or else, like, we would be cooked. Banging. Dad. We even went to Krispy Kreme. And we bought some of these heckin' donuts, because they are some bizarre ones. We don't have these kind of Krispy Kreme donuts. Look at this. This is watermelon. Let's see how it tastes. It tastes like a fruit by the foot. That's exactly how I would explain it. It tastes like a fruit by the foot. And then we have this one. I don't even know what this is, but it was new, so I wanted to try it. It tastes like a coffee cake. Julio. Oh boy.
Well, 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 wouldn't you know, my mic turned out to be dead this entire time, and nobody even had the decency to tell me. So enjoy this little dub over here by yours truly as I narrate all the things that I end up buying. No, I'm not going to try and lip sync because there's absolutely no audio, so I don't even know what went on. I'm just going to like say it as I see it. Whoa! Look at this Homura figure that I just pulled out right here. Very nice. She's sitting on the gem and everything. Fun fact, I would go on to see this figure specifically like 3 trillion times during my duration of the trip. Not really sure why, because they're not even like the new models, but I just did. Alright, next thing. Oh my god, this was such a find. Honestly, I was giddy even just thinking about the fact that I found this. It is an original Sayaka Miki Nendroid. Now, this thing had to be produced pre-2013 because she doesn't even have the FF pin if you look close enough. Look at that. This is a pre-Rebellion Sayaka Nendroid here, people. I was thinking about this on the train to myself, and I was giddy. Alright, what shenanigans do I conjure up next? Oh, look at that. It's Yachon. Yachio Nanami from Magia Record. That is probably going to be like literally the only Magia Record thing I buy ever. Unless the Felicia figure suddenly becomes affordable and not $3 trillion. Or if I ever find the Alina Gray plush, I suppose. That would work too. Oh, he's reaching, shoot him. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the brand new Valpurgis Nacht Rising Sayaka here. Fun fact about this one specifically, not only was it more expensive than ones that I found immediately after, but it was also second-hand, so the box was partially damaged. Now you may be wondering, Saint, why did you buy this? Well, because I don't know, I panicked. I didn't think I would see it again, because I don't know how these things work. I've never been to Japan before this. I just did it. I just went with it. But, you know, whatever. Oh, he's reaching for a different bag. Or at least he's trying to anyway. He's struggling. Nice Gojo poster in the closet, by the way. Hung with the neck pillow there. Lots of aura in that. I don't love the dark and ominous hallway. Oh my god. This was one of the greatest finds right here. And then I dropped it. The Akihabara figure. Oh my goodness. I saw these multiple times, and I was genuinely surprised that I saw these multiple times. Because every time I saw it 3 times in total, and the price got better each time. Now, I did buy it for, like, moderate price. Same with the matching Marukami. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how, like, these things were even legally allowed to be priced at what they were priced. I got this Marukami at, like, actual Nothing Burger, or the Akihabara. Anyway, it was literally, like, 40 bucks. You know how much that would be here? Like, 100. How did I even do that? It was, like, first hand, too. Plastic on and everything. I couldn't even believe that. That was unfathomable. That was, like, an instant cop sort of moment. What else do I got here? Oh my goodness, I can see on the editing track that it's about to end. Does somebody finally tell me that the mic isn't working? Perchance. Oh, is he cluing in? Is he figuring it out? No, apparently not. He's still talking. Well, oh well.
But yeah, with that third one, it was literally like I was robbing them blind. Unfortunately, I did not buy the third one. I bought the second one. So it's not that it was a bad price. It was a reasonable price. It was like very reasonable, very standard. But I could have had it at such a cheap price, which is unfortunate. So the Devil Homura, the Madoka, and the Sayaka one, there's some things I would have redone, you know, some mistakes I would have corrected. Unfortunately, though, I was unable to have the window of opportunity to correct these mistakes because two people got very eepy. And so I missed out on around 7,000 yen, which is not awesome. But at the end of the day, I had fun, and I'm probably going to be fine anyway to buy everything in the future. So I'm not terribly worried. Anyway, look at this. I found the Summer Madoka figure. I didn't even know that they had this. This is another old one because this is from Record. This is they had a lot of gems, ancient gems, which I really liked. Unfortunately, because I'm not, OG like that, I'm a bit of a new gen. I did end up buying a lot of the newer stuff as well. But there was a lot of old stuff to appreciate. And look at this. I got this from a bookstore. This was free. I didn't have to pay for this. But this was just awesome. Is this not cool? What? That bookstore, I genuinely bankrolled them. It was crazy because their manga was so cheap and the editions they had were so cool. If you're chronically online when it comes to Madoka Magica like I am, you'd know that they re-released the manga to have special 2026 edition tags like this. And originally, I was just going to buy the first one because it's in Japanese, right? I can't actually read this. And on top of that, I already own the Mobius edition of Madoka Magica's manga, so I own the whole manga in English. But I mean, how could I not buy all three of them, right? Because now I can money spread them basically, and they all have the 2026 cover. Wow. And I didn't stop there because I also bought the Wraith's Arc one, which also has the 2026 August 28th date for the impending new movie. Bro. Yeah. Nobody Madoka's how I Madoka, man. It's so great. Oh. My bad. My fault, OG. I did also buy the Evangelion manga just because I thought it was cool. I just there's just something inside me that says owning a piece of a manga I like but in Japanese, it just makes it feel super authentic, which makes that super cool to me. So it's just I had to, This is for a friend, I buy things for my friends. I found the first volume for Steel Ball Run, also in Japanese. So I knew I had to grab that one as well. That one was insanely cheap. And look at this! Look at this. You see this? Wow. That's so cute. I wanted to buy more of them. I wanted to buy more than one, but there was only one. That's too bad. That's okay. And then we have some of my horrible shame, my absolute fiendish addiction. Look at this. The Konata Nendroid. This one is so cute. The little faces they give her, crazy. They even give her the uwu lip and everything. Wow. And the chocolate cornet. I friggin' love this. It's so beautiful. And then they had a lot of Nikkei stuff in that city, Akihabara, right? Lots of Nikkei there. There was an entire building There's like 2 whole buildings for like Nikkei stuff. And I mentioned this in the first day maybe, but I really liked Scarlet Black Shadow. I think her design is pretty sleek. So when I saw the Nendoroid, I was, I mean, like, you know, how could I not? It was, again, you know, simply one of those things where it's like, I must. And we also got another personal fave, Rappy. You couldn't get Rappy in the blind boxes, but Rappy's probably like my favorite character in all of Nikkei, which is pretty like white bread of an answer. It's like in the same way of saying Madoka's your favorite character of Madoka Magica. It's like, oh, okay. You know, there's no real sauce to it. But I like Rappy, you know? I think she's cool. One thing I didn't know at the time of buying that, though, was that there is actually a Rappy Red Hood Nendoroid, and I would have got that. But you know who else we got as well? The mommy one. Look at that. Fresh. Absolutely fresh. I have so many Nendoroids. It makes an entire stack, and that's not even all of them. Actually, maybe it is. I can't even remember. No, I bought a Sayaka one and a Yachio one as well. Yeah, no, it's bad. But one thing that was super sad is that they have the Madoka and Mami ones out right now, right? And then the Sayaka, Kyoko, and Homura ones are all releasing in September. And it's always so, like, it's such bait. Every time I walked into a store and there'd be a huge banner displaying all of them. And they, like, half of them weren't there. It was just Madoka and Mami. And I was like, so sad. We also went to this little machine that was outside and bought a couple of these. And when I say a couple, we bought all of them. We just weren't lucky enough to get Homura. This is because Homura never sleeps. She always grinds. Yeah, and the fact that she physically wasn't there was also a big contributor to that. Because when we came, there was literally like, I don't know, a couple left in the machine. It was like 5. And somehow, by like the fates, 4 out of those 5 were different from each other. But then the final one was just Mami again, which honestly feels very fitting considering how many times Mami is in Etc. So they low-key knew what they were doing with that. But yeah, when I saw that, you know, I usually don't even pay that much mind to like the little machines on the side, but when I saw this and I saw how cute it was, I was like, okay, well, I mean, we gotta. And they were really cheap too. You just put in like 400 yen, and then you just get one. And I thought that was pretty fair for just how adorable and simple they are, because they're just like, they're genuinely kind of nice. Like they look really nice, just like little decorations on like a bookshelf or something, or wherever, right? Funny thing though about that machine is that we thought it was broken because every time we went to put a coin in and turn it, it wouldn't work. And so we ended up like getting some help from like the people inside to like get it to work. And it turns out you have to put more than 1 coin. So it was never broken. That was just fully on us. And whoopsie daisy is all I can say, right? You live and learn. Here, let me show you all here. Let me see if I put this on right. And here we have a sleepy little Madoka. Wowzers. That's cute. I do like that. Oh. And finally, we got this, which is so cute. Oh, the little wind-up toys. Or like, that's what they're imitating. They have little keys on their back. I wanted to get more of them. They were so cute.
What do you want?
Oh, right. Any of them. Doesn't matter. Probably Homura. Huh?
Yeah, I will. Probably Homer since we got the other ones. All right, here we go. Oh. That's some W gamble right there. That's W gamble. Nice. Look at that. Wasn't able to get Homura from the slot machine on the account of her being sold out, right? It wasn't even there. And then I was able to get her off of being the only one there. How cool is that?
Slot machine boy. That's actual gambling.
Close enough. God, if only I could do actual gambling like pro. Here, wait. Check it out. You put the little key in her back. Ta-da. And she sits in the palm of your hand. Wow. Okay, how adorable. We like that.